So, let me ask you something. Why are you here right now searching for Bruce Lee's fighting style? Is it curiosity? Is it admiration for Bruce Lee? Or is it something deeper? Something you probably don't even say out loud? Maybe you're tired of wasting your time with martial arts that look good in movies, but collapse the moment things get real. Maybe you're looking for a way to finally feel in control of your body, your speed, and your ability to defend yourself in any situation. If that's the case, then stop right here. Because Jeet Kune Do isn't just another fighting style. It's not about memorizing flashy moves. It's not about looking good on Instagram. It's about rewiring the way you think, the way you move, and the way you react. Bruce Lee created Jeet Kune Do because he got tired of tradition trapping fighters in boxes. He looked at martial arts schools and saw rules, restrictions, rituals, stuff that slowed people down instead of making them dangerous. He asked one question: why follow forms when your enemy isn't following rules? That's the foundation of Jeet Kune Do. It's direct, it's efficient, it's brutal, and here's the truth. If you can dedicate just a small amount of time each day to learning it, you can start to fight like someone who doesn't rely on rehearsed movements, but instead on instinct, speed, and pure effectiveness. Now, let me manipulate your thinking for a second, because right now, you're probably telling yourself, but I'm just at home. I don't have a gym. I don't have a coach. I don't have fancy equipment. That's the lie you've been programmed to believe. Bruce Lee himself didn't build Jeet Kune Do inside a polished dojo. He built it through experimentation, through observation, through applying what worked and throwing away what didn't. And that's exactly what you're going to do. You don't need thousands of dollars. You don't need belts or certificates. You need the willingness to strip yourself of excuses. If you can do that, you can learn Jeet Kune Do at home. But here's the real kicker. Once you start practicing, you're going to realize that Jeet Kune Do doesn't just change the way you fight. It changes the way you think. It makes you faster, not just with your fists, but with your decisions. It makes you unpredictable, not just in combat, but in life. And the more you practice, the more you'll feel like Bruce Lee designed this art specifically for people like you. People who don't want to be trapped, people who don't want to waste time, people who want power that works when it's needed most. So in this guide, I'm not going to feed you watered-down tips or give you the same generic advice that thousands of videos already repeat. I'm going to hand you the exact mindset, drills, and beginner steps that will let you feel Jeet Kune Do in your bones. Because once you taste it, once you feel that speed, that fluidity, that absolute control, you'll never want to go back to anything else. 1. The Jeet Kune Do mindset. Absorb what is useful. Before you train a single move, you need to erase the idea that martial arts is about memorizing endless techniques. Jeet Kune Do is a philosophy, not a style. Bruce Lee said, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. That means you don't force yourself into someone else's system. You build your own. If you're fast, you fight with speed. If you're strong, you fight with power. At home, start asking yourself every day, is this useful to me? If yes, keep it. If no, trash it. That mindset alone makes you unpredictable, which is exactly why Jeet Kune Do works. 2. The fighting stance, the hidden advantage. Your stance is your foundation, and Bruce designed his to be both deceptive and powerful. Stand sideways, lead foot, and lead hand pointing forward, rear foot angled, knees slightly bent, and stay light on your toes. Imagine a fencer, but armed with fists. Why? Because it makes you smaller, harder to hit, and faster to strike. Drill this at home by gliding forward, backward, and side to side until it feels natural. Don't bounce, don't stomp, flow. Without this stance, every move you make will collapse. With it, you will always have balance, speed, and reach in your favor. 3. The lead hand, your spear and shield. Bruce didn't waste time with big, showy punches. His secret weapon was the lead hand. It's not just a jab. It's a lightning bolt that stops your opponent before they even attack. Practice snapping it straight from your stance. No winding up, no warning. The goal is speed and timing, not brute force. Use it to intercept their punch, disrupt their rhythm, or blindside them with speed. The beauty of the lead hand is psychological. Once you master it, your opponent feels like they're walking into an electric fence every time they move. That hesitation is your victory. 4. The intercepting kick. Hit before they hit you. The intercepting kick is Jeet Kune Do's secret weapon. It's not flashy, it's devastatingly practical. As your opponent steps in, you raise your lead leg and stomp into their thigh, knee, or stomach. You're not just kicking, you're shutting down their attack before it even begins. Legs are longer than arms, which means you land before they get close. Train this at home against a bag, or shadow it against a wall for precision. The beauty of this move is timing. Make it automatic, and every opponent who rushes you gets stopped in their tracks. 5. Flow and adaptation. Be like water. Finally, the essence of Jeet Kune Do, flow. Bruce Lee said, "Be like water." That means don't be rigid, don't be predictable. Adapt to whatever comes. Mix your stance, jab, and intercepting kick in different rhythms and sequences. Attack, defend, counter, then switch it up again. At home, shadow spar against an imaginary opponent, changing pace and direction until you feel untouchable. When you stop copying patterns and start flowing, you become something no fighter can prepare for. That's when you stop being a beginner and start becoming dangerous. And there you have it, the ultimate beginner's guide to learning Jeet Kune Do right at home. You've just been handed the foundation that Bruce Lee himself built to destroy limits, break traditions, and win real fights. But here's where it gets interesting. Most people won't do anything with it. They'll nod, think, "Wow, that's cool," and then scroll to the next video. And that's exactly why most people stay weak, predictable, and average. Jeet Kune Do is not for the average. It's for people who actually apply what they learn, even if it's just shadowboxing in their room for 10 minutes a day. Now here's the manipulation I want you to feel deep down. The difference between you and the next guy is simple. He knows the information, but you're about to use it. And once you start, you're no longer a spectator. You're becoming dangerous, faster, sharper, and more fluid than the people who just consume content and do nothing. That's the line Bruce Lee wanted you to cross. He didn't care if you were in a gym or at home. He cared that you stopped making excuses and started moving. And now, I want to hear from you. Seriously. Which part of this guide struck you the most? Was it the philosophy of absorbing only what's useful? The stance that gives you balance and speed? The lead hand that feels like a lightning strike? Or the intercepting kick that shuts opponents down before they even get close? Drop it in the comments, because the best part of this channel isn't just me talking. It's the conversations we start down below. And here's a challenge for you. If Bruce Lee were alive today, do you think Jeet Kune Do would still dominate every other martial art? Or do you think modern combat sports like MMA would give it a run for its money? That's a debate I know people will fight over, and I want to see where you stand. Don't just watch, comment, because if you can't put your thoughts out there, how will you ever put your skills out there?